Welcome to another NEBA Spotlight. I am so pumped to introduce everybody to Burt. Burt, tell us about you. Tell us about your business.
Thanks, Craig, and thank you, Neba, for having me. Um, I don't do the traditional, here's my deck and here's my product and buy my stuff. I've never done that. It's consistent with the way I navigate my business in the real world. So my business in general is I'm a problem solver in the technology space, and I help businesses grow their revenue through the effective use of technology. And it comes in many shapes and forms, from fractional sales to data automation and integration to technology procurement. But underlying, the foundation of that is my network and the ability to network and everything I've learned in networking over the last probably since COVID. I've done thousands of networking calls. And so what I've done is put together some things that I have worked for me that I like to share with you. And if one person on this call finds value in it, then my words have been successful. But good salespeople sell features. Great salespeople sell outcomes. Really great salespeople sell feelings. If the only thing you get out of a sales call is that the customer feels better, then you've really achieved something. You've almost guaranteed yourself another bite at the apple, another call, because in general, people don't really remember what you say, but they always remember how you feel. I've done, you know, probably over 3,000 calls since COVID, different networking calls, both in person and virtual. And some of the things I've learned is that networking isn't selling. Networking is building rapport. Networking is servant leadership. The goal is to leave people in a better place than they were 30 minutes before they met you. Networking is introducing your new friends to recent friends and more established contacts. Networking is really truly about paying it forward. Networking is about giving new friends and contacts new ideas to succeed. Um, to be an effective networker, whether for professional advancement or business advancement or personal growth, you need to focus on being genuine, strategic, and consistent. And I'm going to share with you some of the best practices that I found to really have worked for me. Um, be truly authentic and other focused. I think it's good to listen more than you talk. That came up in the discussion today. People appreciate being heard. Ask thoughtful questions and show real interest. Um, Offer value first. Share a resource, make a connection, or provide a helpful insight without expecting anything in return. Follow up with sincerity. Send a personalized message or note after meeting someone. Mention something specific about your conversation. Now, I used to do this all the time, and I'm not perfect at this. But then I tried an experiment once, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to send a follow-up note and just see. And I'd say probably 30 to 30% maybe sent one if I didn't initiate it without me initiating it. So I need to be better at that as well. Um, I think it's important to be strategic and goal oriented. Um, know your purpose. Are you networking to find a job, to seek mentors, to explore new industries, or to build community partnerships? Um, I think it's important to target the right events and people. You should attend events relevant to your goals and prioritize quality over quantity. This is a huge thing. A few strong relationships are better than many weak ones. I've seen people go into events with 100 people, and their whole goal is to get FaceTime with all 100 in that room. If it's me, my goal is to have 6 to 8 meaningful conversations in my nights. Excuse me, a success. Be consistent and proactive. Make networking a habit. reach out to people weekly, reconnect with an old contact. And that's the greatest way to grow your business is revive dormant relationships. Sometimes relationships go dormant for no other reason than I move north, they move south, their kids are older, my kids are younger, and you lose touch with people. The best thing you can do to revive your business is reach out to a relationship that's gone dormant with no intention except to just to see how you doing. I was thinking about you, asking for nothing. Stay in touch. Keep your network warm by checking in occasionally. Send an article they'd enjoy or congratulate them on a recent success. And again, revitalizing dormant relationships is key. Uh, if you can, use tools to stay organized. We talked about it on the call today. Track contacts, conversations, and follow ups using a CRM that works for you, even a spreadsheet or a contact manager. Sharpen your communication skills. I think it's important to have a clear and concise elevator pitch. If you confuse, you lose. So I think that's important. Um, Practice storytelling. Tell short, memorable anecdotes about your experience or successes. And the one thing I try to live by is never tell a story without making a point, and never make a point without telling a story. And then I want to touch a little bit on just the end on LinkedIn. Uh, so everybody understands LinkedIn is not Facebook in a sport coat, okay, and it shouldn't be used as such. Um, I think it's important to leverage online and offline networking, maintain up to date LinkedIn profiles, use it kind of as your digital business card. Um, Engage meaningfully on social media, comment on posts, share useful content, and participate in industry groups when available, and sell nothing except your wisdom. And I think it's one of the greatest ways to get business. And try and mix up the events, combine formal events, conferences, trade shows with informal ones, coffee chats, local meetups, things like that. And really, the golden rule is network with others the way you want to be networked with. Be respectful of others' time, be kind, and build relationships, not just contacts. And I want to show you, just share with you real quick, uh, a concept called audience jacking. It's the greatest way to grow your audience specific to LinkedIn. And the way it's done is you find a large creator that has an audience that you want. So let's take Alex Hormozy as an example. He's got 772,000 followers, and he was an entrepreneur known for scaling a variety of businesses into multi-million dollar levels. What you do is you turn on notifications for their post or connect with them. And what you want, you don't want Alex Hormozy to connect with you. It would be nice if they did. But what you want is Alex Hormozy's audience. And you look on their post, you write an insightful comment on on one of their posts. Then you go back a few hours later and reply to the people commenting, add insights and answers and questions. And then after people comment on your comments, send connection requests to those people and start a conversation with them in the DMs. Alex is a self-made multimillionaire and serial entrepreneur, as I mentioned, famous for building successful businesses from the ground up and scaling them into high revenue ventures and sharing his strategies through books and content. Um, and that's kind of really the way to audience jack and help grow your LinkedIn um, presence and connection. The other thing I want to leave you guys with, um, and I'm going to put it in the chat in 2 seconds. It's called the LinkedIn Social Selling Index, and it's a link that if you click on it, it will tell you exactly how your profile is with relating to the social selling index. And The other thing I recommend is I put a very brief explanation in here along with the link, but it's a score from 0 to 100 that measures how effective you are at using LinkedIn as a social selling tool. And it's designed primarily for sales professionals, but anyone focused on, building influence and networking can benefit from it. Now, I scored okay on it, but I didn't score really high because I don't use LinkedIn to sell. I use LinkedIn to network. And you'll never see me push product on LinkedIn. I'm more trying to provide wisdom or knowledge or share things I've learned in business. But those are the things that have worked for me. And, it goes back to when I first met Greg. I took a 18-month-old startup to market and in 24 months, I drove over 900,000 in revenue to them. And it's important to know I did not use any AI. I didn't make one cold call and I never sent an unsolicited message to anybody on LinkedIn. It all came from being genuine, being open, being honest, and authentic. And those are things that have really helped my business grow. And it's a joy for me to share them with you. And I hope that some things I talked about may help your business grow as well.
This is great advice, Bert. How do people reach you if they want to talk more about you or anything you've discussed?
Yeah, I've got my contact in the chat, but it's Burt at revenuemountain.com is really the best. I answer every email. I don't uh I don't practice judging the package, deciding whether that person can help me or not. I respond to everybody, no matter what you do, no matter where you're from, or no matter what industry you're in.
Love it. Everybody, please reach out to Bert if you want to talk more. And thank you so much for Bert for all you do.
Thanks for having me today. I appreciate it.